Race on Hikari will be the last to be installed. Curio by Majestic Light, out of Crystal Stone by Papa Fourway. Little doubt about him getting the trip, but if he does, expected to defend his chance very well indeed. Well, the local race caller has just called them all in, but in fact Curio was in and is backed out again. But he looks as though he's going in. They're in and they're running. And the first to show, Wagon Load. Wagon Load on the inside. Glacial Storm going up there in San. Behind them comes Coolan. Ours After's right up there with the early pace, followed by Kahyasi, Port Leote. The back marker at the moment is Curio. Also in rear is Little Bighorn with Magistro. And Wagon Load taking him along. Wagon Load from Insan and Glacial Storm. Then Ours After in fourth place. Port Leote comes next. Behind him is Kahyasi, then Little Bighorn, and then Baltic Fox, and behind him is Coolan, and then Curio and Little Bighorn as they race past the 9-pole. And still Wagon Load, the 500 to 1 to 1,000 to 1 outsider, taking him along by 2. From Insan in second, Glacial Storm is third. Then comes Ours After 4. Port Leote from France also on his outside 5. Kahyasi is 6. Little Bighorn has moved up on his outside. Curio's getting closer. Baltic Fox not far off the lead. Coolan in the presidential colours has dropped right back to last. They're passing the halfway mark, and as they do so, it's Wagon Load a long way clear of Insan in second. Glacial Storm is next, followed by Port Leote and Ours After, then Baltic Fox, then Little Bighorn, then Kahyasi. Behind Kahyasi, the favourite is Magistro, then Curio, and then Coolan. And now they've got 5.5 furlongs to run, and still Wagon Load is 6 lengths clear of Insan in second. Glacial Storm is next, then Port Leote. Behind Port Leote, Baltic Fox. Ours After being chased along by Gerald Mosse. Little Bighorn on his outside. Kahyasi's got a lot to do at the moment. Racing towards the home turn now with just over 3 furlongs to run, and as they do so, Insan comes to take it up now in the home turn. It's Insan from Glacial Storm on the outside. Behind them come Kahyasi making a good run. He's going to switch towards the outside, Ray Cochran. It's Insan from Glacial Storm and Kahyasi, then Little Bighorn, and then Port Leote, and it's Insan in the lead as they race towards the furlong pole. Insan from Kahyasi, these two Linkfield Derby rivals, Insan and Kahyasi. Insan with Kahyasi trying to get on terms with him, but Insan is still holding him as they race up towards the line. It's Insan from Kahyasi. Kahyasi putting in a tremendous run as they race to the line. Insan and Kahyasi. It's going to be a photo at the line. It's a photo between Insan and Kahyasi with Glacial Storm third. 4 was Little Bighorn, 5 Curios, 6 Baltic Fox. Leote came next. Behind him was Magistro, then Ours After, who's only beaten 2 home, and their Wagon Load and Coolan. And so a dramatic photo finish at the end of the 1988 Budweiser Irish Derby between number 6, Insan, the finisher on the far side, ridden by Richard Quinn, and number 7, Kahyasi, ridden by Ray Cochran on the near side, with Glacial Storm third. The only certainty about the result of the 1988 Budweiser Irish Derby at the moment is that it's an English 1-2-3, with Insan trained by Paul Cole, Kahyasi by Luca Cumani, and Glacial Storm by Barry Hills. It's very close indeed. Let's view the closing stages again. Insan, who took it up, a very opportunist ride this by Richard Quinn on his first ride in the Irish Budweiser Derby. He took it up very sharply approaching the home turn. He gained a length and a half advantage at least. Here's Kahyasi coming on the right of the picture with Glacial Storm weakening between horses. They're just coming to the furlong pole now. Insan, who, remember, was giving Kahyasi £5 when he was beaten 2 lengths by him at Lingfield, is making the best possible use of these level terms now as he stretches towards the line, with Ray Cochran asking everything of the hitherto unbeaten Kahyasi. Has he remained unbeaten? Well, your guess is as good as mine. When they get to the line, they're positively inseparable, these two. Insan on the far side by our native out of Artania, by Ruritania, and on the near side Kahyasi by Hilda Borbard of Cadissia by Blushing Groom. Very, very close between these two. Has the Aga Khan completed that an amazing treble following Shergar Sharastani and won his third derby in the last 8 years with a homebred horse, or has Insan just held him, or have in fact they dead-heated these two? There's very, very little between them as they come to the line. They're just coming to the wire, down to the wire now. It's going to go with the nod, this 329,250 prize, and it looks as though Kahyasi may have just got there on the line. It looks as though on the picture you may agree with me that Kahyasi may have